Stray. This is actually a pretty brand spanking new game on the PS4, PS5, GS3, and GS. Who knows what it's on? But I will say this is my. This does mark a tradition, a celebration, if you will. I'm having a hell of a time with words today. This is the first like PS5 legit game I'm reviewing, even playing actually. Although I mean it is on PS4, and honestly I didn't really see any nice graphical enhancements. Anyway, let's talk about Stray. Why are we playing Stray? Well, I've had to make a few adjustments on my list. Some things haven't really worked out quite to my hope and eroticism, but Stray has managed to eke its way in. This is a $30 game. It's also available through the PS Plus like executive branch, whatever I didn't bother with that shit. I just bought the game. What do I think about Stray? Well, Stray is a game where you play as a cat, a stray cat, if you will, who is rumbling in the jungle and running across the little cityscape. Now, here's the thing about Stray. Stray is a really open and shut case, right? It's a really straightforward idea. You play as a cat. You play as a stray cat. You're let loose to run free and be as a cat would. This is already off to a great start. So let me just talk about my thoughts on this game. So the thing with Stray is it's much more story focused than I had anticipated. You do play as a cat, but it's in this cyberpunky type futuristic, a post-apocalyptic-esque world, and there are no humans left. It's all robots, and you are a little kitty cat, and you got to run around and have some fun. Now, here's the thing. I like Stray. It was fun, and it's pretty short. I think that's the biggest complaint I've seen is people complaining how short it is. It's probably like 5 hours, maybe 6 if you're really stretching your time. But here's the thing. The length of the game means nothing to me. In fact, the shorter the better. But the thing with Stray is I found, even though the game was fun and had good story beats, and I was along for the ride, I felt like the biggest thing about the game, and the way it was perceived to me anyway by the marketing, was that it was going to be a game where you are a cat and you're kind of just like roaming amongst yourself, in this world, trying to get by what with food or shelter or whatever. And that's not the case. That is not the case by a long shot. This is a very linear game, very story driven. And the story is fine, where you're working with these robots to help them along their path in this world. But I just felt like the best part of the game was whenever they would put you in a kind of an open area, which happens twice that I can recall. And they're not huge areas, but like running around the city, the rooftops, jumping all over the place, that was the most fun that I had in the game. Whereas like I felt like anytime it was super story focused, I was kind of just like, man, I kind of just want to go run around and fuck around as a cat. So I feel like that was something, and maybe they could make a game in the future. The story definitely like doesn't have a definitive ending, but I didn't feel like it really needed more to be told. But I think if they worked on a sequel, they could make a bigger, open, expansive world that you would kind of make more fun. Considering the best part of the game, like I said, was just running around having a good time as a cat. I felt like maybe having more animals interacting and stuff. I don't know. The way as I'm talking about this, it sounds so fucking stupid, but like the game is fun. I think it's maybe a tiny bit overhyped. I don't know. It was a good time, but I do think they maybe narrow tunneled the what am I'm just saying fucking words at this point. I'm coming off of COVID and I'm a little drained here, so I apologize. But I enjoyed Stray. I recommend it if you're looking for something fun to fuck around in for a few hours. Mind you, it is not a truly open game, and there is a cut and dry finish to it. I'm fucking struggling here, folks. But I enjoyed for what I played, and I recommend it if you're looking for something fun for $30 or like I said, if you have the $200 a year PS Plus or whatever the fuck it is. I'm gonna go because I gotta go to bed and now. But yeah, that was Stray. See you guys later.